I'm going to be reviewing / reacting to one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time, Die Hard, specifically Die Hard 1. Now, before you say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, just Google it and you'll see article after article giving you a multitude of reasons of why Die Hard is indeed a Christmas movie. Now, why am I talking about it? Because money laundering was essentially what the whole movie revolved around. If you haven't seen this holiday masterpiece yet, here's your warning that spoilers are coming. Quick synopsis of the movie is that John McClane is being played by the legendary Bruce Willis. He is visiting his wife in Los Angeles for Christmas. He's a New York City police officer and his wife moved with their kids to LA for a job at the Nakatomi Corporation. Now, it appears that this is a worldwide conglomerate, kind of like Samsung. The chief villain in this movie, Hans Gruber, and his clan of mercenaries are claiming to be terrorists, but they're really just there to rob the place. Specifically, they're trying to steal something in the vault of the building, bearer shares. Quick background. There are two main types of share certificates, registered and bearer. Registered means the ownership of the certificates are on some form of central registry. The actual paper certificate can be lost, stolen, destroyed, and it wouldn't matter because the owner can essentially request a new one from the central registry. Nowadays, the physical share certificates are rarely, if ever, issued. We rely on digital records. So there's no worry of losing a share certificate and then having to get a new one mailed to you. Bearer certificates, on the other hand, are the opposite. Here's an example of a bearer share. There is no central registry, so ownership is tied directly to whomever physically has the certificates in their hand. And that's where Hans Gruber comes in. Here's the clip.
Mr. Takagi, I'm really not interested in your computer. But I need the code key. Because I am interested in the $640 million in negotiable bearer bonds that you have locked in your vault.
Bearer bonds and bearer certificates are pretty much interchangeable here, just letting you know.
And the computer controls the vault. Want money? What kind of terrorist are you? Who said we were terrorists?
Hans wanted to steal the $640 million worth of bearer shares from the vault, then blow up the building to make it seem like they died. They'd then be able to escape and fly to somewhere like the Bahamas, live on an island, and pretty much do whatever they want. Sounds like the perfect crime, right? The reason they used bearer shares in the movie is because they needed to find a way to move $600 million. It's close to impossible to move that much money if it's in cash. Even if it was $100 bills, it would weigh 14,000 pounds. You can't fly with that amount of money. But say you had 220 pieces of paper, and each piece of paper was a bearer share worth $2 million. It becomes a whole hell of a lot easier to move around with $640 million. We could put it in a briefcase and no one would have any idea. And in the 80s, bearer shares were very popular. They were also one of the favorite tools of money launderers. I say were because they've largely been outlawed. But why did the Nakatomi Corporation have hundreds of millions of dollars in bearer shares in the basement of their building, vault or not? I have two ideas, one legal and one illegal. The legal option was that the Nakatomi Corporation wanted to have money in case of a corporate takeover. If an outsider tried to take over the company by buying up shares, the company could use the bearer shares in the vault to exchange for cash and use the $640 million to buy its own shares, thereby diluting the power of the individual trying to do the hostile takeover. Not the ideal way to do this, but a legal reason nonetheless. The second reason for having $640 million worth of bearer shares in a vault in the basement is money laundering. Maybe the Nakatomi Corporation was involved in money laundering itself and needed to find a way to hide this money. The bearer shares would have been a perfect way to do this. They could have moved money that was either embezzled or stolen to an account and issued bearer shares. This way, the Nakatomi Corporation would have their own little bank in the basement, and if they ever needed a cash infusion, they could go downstairs, take a couple of shares, present them at the bank, and cash out. However, Han's entire plan was never going to work out either way. He thought he could escape, be declared dead, and then cash out. You can bet the Nakatomi Corporation would have alerted the FBI to the Bereshares' existence. So when he did go to cash him out at a bank, the authorities would have had a paper trail and clear direction as to where Hans and his crew were. So yeah, while it sounds nice, it wouldn't have worked. That didn't matter because unfortunately for Hans Gruber, the heist didn't work out as he hoped, and he ended up falling out the window to his demise. All thanks to John McClane. That's it for today. If you haven't, I highly, highly recommend you watch the entire Die Hard series. It's the best Christmas movie series, but stop at Die Hard 3. The rest we don't acknowledge. If you like Die Hard, then I know you'll like The Infiltrator. It's a movie based on a real-life story with the DEA agent who infiltrated the cartel, and I explain all the money laundering schemes used there. It's right here in this video. So make sure you click and get started.